What's up, guys? It's Brendan from Market Makers. It's been what, 3 days since my last video? That is how insanely busy we've been. In those 3 days, 750 more people joined our Trade Signals group. Our Trade Signals is at 1450 and our room is over 5,000 in the chat, okay? So what we're going to do is only allow in 450 more people. The price doesn't matter. We're not going to keep raising prices just to get more and more people in. We're capping the room at 2,000 so we can keep our professional service with our professional traders and give the most interaction possible with every member that is there, because that's what we do. That's why people are flocking to us, is because of the patterns that we produce, the trades that we produce, the scalps that we produce, have people coming to our room in massive numbers. I don't think there's anybody on Discord that's added 750 people in 72 hours for such a brand new room that just started in June with 5 people, okay? Our YouTube, by the way, hit 10,000 subs. So really appreciate the support. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Please check out our sponsor, BitGet, in the video description. No KYC, no VPN needed. Australia, UK, USA, talking to you guys, my friends. And we'll be doing some USDT giveaways from BitGet in our room, guys, as a perk, because we have a lot of people on BitGet in the room. It's a fantastic exchange. So use our link in the video description, $630 in bonuses. Anybody can use that. So check that out, guys. And by the way, Bitcoin is getting ready to dump. So let's get into the pattern here. So, all right, so this is the BAT pattern, guys. This is the pattern that we validated at point C. We bounced off the 39.5. I was previously showing you this as a Gartley or a Gartley X, you've heard me say, okay? So what I'm looking at now is the 200 moving average on the daily. I want to see if we're going to hit this and roll, or if we're going to hit it, come back down, hit it again, maybe break through it and come up to this 47 level, okay? If we get up to that 47 level and we don't punch through it, I expect us to start descending in price, and that bottom is 31,546. And at this point, this is a bullish counter trend pattern. Price would start to come back up. Okay, so that's what I'm tracking on this pattern. And again, you track multiple patterns for multiple situations because Bitcoin is a controlled asset. So here's the cipher pattern. If Bitcoin wants to go nuts and the whales want to pump this thing, we can get up to that 59 level, and then again you have the same price action on the way down. Okay, so I'm tracking this pattern and some of the other patterns that we're tracking, guys. This is why people are flocking to the room, because these patterns that I've been giving them are producing massive benefits. You guys have watched the last couple of videos. I don't want to do an advertisement basically every video because we don't need to. The room's almost full. So if you go watch the previous video yesterday, for my last video or the video before, we have a post your trade section where people post their trades. Look at the money people are making off of these patterns. Okay, right in this area right here was the butterfly, the Black Widow butterfly that I brought to YouTube and showed you guys. This guy right here, 20% market drop off this pattern. Nobody on YouTube is giving you patterns like this. They're giving you lines, squiggly lines going up. They're giving you EMA bands and support and resistance. Nobody is pattern trading the way that we're doing in our room and on this channel. And so we really appreciate that you guys have an interest in this, because this can make you a lot of money, guys. And that's what the end game is financial freedom for everybody. So the way advanced pattern trading works, we had that butterfly. We dropped 20%, okay? Price comes back up. What happened? Oh, we entered a black swan. What happened with the black swan? The black swan dumped us 17 or 18%. Once we got out of the black swan, we are printing a black shark. The shark will rise up. You have the 200 right here. You have our PRZ, our pattern reversal zone right here. I do anticipate being between the 200 and the pattern reversal zone, and you're going to see this price start to descend again, guys. And if you're in our room, you'll know the entrances. You'll know if the pattern's still valid or if a new pattern formed, a stronger pattern formed. You'll know if there's a reversal to the pattern. You'll know if the pattern's blown out. You'll have your stop loss. You'll have everything given to you, and you can print money in our room, guys. That's why you should check it out. So patterns flow into other patterns, and we're constantly tracking the patterns that are at play, my friends. And if you look at the Black Widow, you can see this as well. You know what's something that's interesting, guys? Let me show you back on this first pattern here. This is the daily pattern, right? And this is where we're tracking to now. I want to show you, for the last few months, I've probably been one of the few YouTubers that haven't changed their stance saying that we're in a bear market, right? A lot of guys are just now coming to that. You're seeing people finally say, this is really bad. Bitcoin could dump another 10,000 points. Bitcoin could go below 20K. Who has been saying that for months? And the trolls on this comment, including some of the biggest names on YouTube that have posted in my comment section saying bear market hopium, bear market, they don't understand what a bear market is, guys. It's first of all, it's definable. It's the asset declination in price over a period of time. Okay, so Bitcoin has been off minus 20% to minus 55% for 4 months. And it doesn't even, you don't even have to know that, guys. 65K, okay, that's your market high. 28,790. Look at the series of lows you're making. 52,972, 48,8. You're down at 39.5. You're going to bounce back up, potentially hitting 47,738. Come back down to the 31. And if you look at the fib on this thing, let me pull this in. If you look at the fib, most likely the retracement will be to the 618, the most commonly retraced to fib, which is at 44,787. Okay, I've been telling everybody Bitcoin needs to find a bottom. It is in a bear cycle. I've been saying that for months, and people have been saying I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, when you zoom out and look at the market, who's been right? The people that say 350K Bitcoin this year, or the people that say 200K Bitcoin this year, or the people that say Bitcoin's pumping to 70K, 80K, 90K, it's going to melt your face. It's pretty obvious, guys. What a bull run is a high, a retracement, boom, price goes up, you get another high. Retracement, price goes up, another high. That's a bull run. Do you see that happening here? This is a dead cat bounce. That's all this is. This was a dead cat bounce in a descending, declining market. And I have no preference if Bitcoin goes up or down. For the guys in my room, I want it to go up. So anybody that's stuck, which is a lot of people that come from these moon boy rooms that don't understand market structure, which is why we do video series on market structure, I want those guys to be able to unload their coins. But Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin wants to do, and we're going to tag along for the ride, and we're going to trade all the ups and downs. And if you know the patterns that are at play, you can stack money, my friends. That's the whole point of our trading room, and that's why it has blown up, because people are making money. So what I do see happening is coming down to that 35,546. Of course, there's always possibilities like the Black Widow, which is why it's still here, because it's tracking so beautifully. This is a 4-hour macro pattern. And again, we fell back down to this. We hit the 382 over here. We came back down to the 0.5 fib, and now we could possibly come down to 618, but price looks like it's moving up. I don't see the market velocity get up to that number. I keep telling you that. But all these patterns have bottoms, guys. They all have bottoms, and Bitcoin is eventually going to get to the bottom. And that's what most people don't understand is they say, well, you've been saying Bitcoin 20 to 25K, then you're saying, hey, actually Bitcoin can go 14K to 19K. The market structure changes, and Bitcoin does have that possibility to go much lower. And if you look at all my patterns that I've been tracking, they're all showing that confluence, okay? The bigger patterns are showing that confluence, 14K Bitcoin, 22K Bitcoin. So that number will come. And most of these patterns have a way back out, guys. You find a bottom, whether it's at 34K, 22K, you rise back up, okay? So it's just a continual cycle of price movement. But we have been in this bear cycle, and that's why so many people now are switching their thumbnails and say, this could be really bad for Bitcoin. Guys, you need to trade this market. We can make you traders, okay? We have the people, the experience, and the structure in the room to make you successful. If nothing else, come try us. Out of 750 people that joined, we processed 2 refunds out of 750 people that joined in 3 days, okay? That should give you an idea of the satisfaction level. When we hit that 2,000 member mark, which is 400 or 550 people away, we are not letting anybody else in. We're not here to collect your money. We're here to collect the whale's money. We're not charging people $250 a month, $200 a month. In our room, you get trade signals every day in scalps. You get pattern trade signals. You get education. You get community. You get support. Guys, it is the premier room, in my opinion. Nobody else is doing it this way. Not the 18-year-olds showing their Ferraris off in their Instagram, and not the guys that are just here to take people's money. We're not running this as a business. We're running this to help people find financial freedom. And if you like the way that sounds, if you think it's too good to be true, come check it out, because there's what, 5,000 people there that can tell you what it's about, okay? All right, guys, watch these patterns, watching the 200. Talk to you guys soon. Have a fantastic weekend coming up, my friends.